This is Nancy Nino at the Toronto Pro Super Show in Toronto, Ontario. We've just wrapped up the fitness routines with the fitness girls, and I just happened to find one backstage, Allison Ethier.
Hi there.
Did I say that right?
Yes. In French it's Ethier, but it's okay.
Yeah. Gotta make it sound official. You know, I've known Allison for almost 10 years now, and it's just an indication to tell you that she's been around for 13 years in this business. One of the few competitors that have lasted that long in fitness. You know, I talked to a lot of the girls, and it seems that they've tapped out after 3 or 4 years in the fitness. Why do you think that is? Is it because it's too hard to diet and train and do the routines?
Yeah. Pretty much that's what it comes down to. It's just too hard to do the fitness and do the diet at the same time. And but I find with some fitness girls, they're around longer than most figure or bikini girls. I don't know whether or not they just have that drive to compete, and then they always want to improve. So, you know, if we look at the last 3 years, it's pretty much been the same group of girls that's been competing, especially at the big shows like the Arnold and the Olympia. So it's probably about 20 to 25 girls that circulate amongst the shows that are offered in fitness.
And it's interesting because, like you said, I think it's a drive that comes from your heart, and they've actually made it a little bit easier for the fitness girls, as we discussed prior to this discussion, that they've taken out the cat suits, they've taken out the one piece, so instead of having 4 rounds, now they've condensed it down to 2, so it's a little bit easier.
A little bit.
A little bit easier.
It's all relative.
You know, you've been over the years, you've been notorious for your routines. Where's the inspiration for your routines? Where does it come from?
Many times it comes from cultures, so that I can kind of tell a story, so that my routine has a beginning part, a middle part, and an ending. And then sometimes there's a move, or you know, I'll see some dance on TV because I watch a lot of the dance shows for inspiration, and it will just click. And like for my last routine that I just did, I did a drumline theme. I did a drumline a couple of years ago. This year I wanted to rework it, and I heard music that just made me want to move. So I'm in love with movement, and if it's music or movement that inspires me to create my routine, then I just go with that.
So again, it comes from your heart. It might be you're sitting on the bus, you might be teaching at school, speaking of which she is a teacher. Are you still teaching?
I'm in transition right now.
In transition.
Yeah,
so double duty. And a mom. Believe it or not, yes, she's a mom.
Yeah, and a personal trainer now in my online personal training business. I'm also a spokesmodel for Slim Quick Razor, their new product that has come out in June. And sometimes I work for bodybuilding.com because I was their spokesmodel in 2009. So we have a close family relationship as well.
That's wonderful. She is a true role model and a superwoman, being that mom, the wife, the competitor, and the everyday woman. I want to thank you, and I look forward to seeing your placing this evening.
Me too.
Thank you.
So much.